guys, welcome to another video, and I'm running the run and gun hangar. So basically I have 3 hell burners in the hangar and 2 shells. So I guess it's a shell meta now because it's really dominant. We've had the hell burner around for a while, but obviously the shell has the physical shield all around, and that makes the shell easy to run among hawks when they're attacking. Obviously the physical shield is blocking. And another good news today, I have another giveaway, back-to-back giveaway. Now this time is the Linda pilot as a giveaway. I'm giving away 50 Linda pilots in this video in the comments. So make sure you leave your pilot ID and your platform, and also include how you counter the shell. So because the shell is going to be around for a while now, it's like a meta robot, and it'll be interesting to see how people really counter the robot shell. Okay, back into this gameplay though. I for sure thought we were gonna lose and get steamrolled in this match, but luckily we did kind of pull through here. Right here, we almost lost the home beacon here, but with the shell with the overload effect, you basically is attacking multiple guys at once, which is the benefit of this robot, just like the Hellburner really. But keep in mind that the shell is much slower than the Hellburner, but when you have the Linda legendary pilot for the shell, the speed does go up, but I think it's still slower than the Hellburner when it's running at full speed. So I have, so basically I have a shell on my own account as well, but the problem is I don't have the legendary pilot, which makes the speed go up while using your ability. And I think that's a crucial part of the shell. You kind of have to have the legendary pilot. I mean, you don't have to, you can use it still around, but you're open to more strategic plays with faster speed with the legendary pilot. Okay, now I'm approaching this beacon, trying to get this beacon, which I probably won't, because the Nightingale is like sitting on this beacon. So this team, this enemy, the red team, is really aggressive. But what's crazy is my hangar is even more aggressive. Like, it's all about just running up to people and exploding. Oh, I actually have a hawk in here. I don't have 3 hellburners. I ended up changing the hangar later on in the next match, I believe. I thought I'd just keep a hawk in there to just attack Mings out there, or miners approaching, or something like that. I have the sonic weapons on here. So recently I have told Pixonic about the sonic weapons. I basically mentioned, I basically said I wish like the older robots would be buffed, because the disparity between the sonic weapons and the rest is just kind of huge. So it's like, it's really hard to compete, especially against the sonic weapons, because you can't heal from the sonic weapon, first of all, and they're just, the damage output is just a lot more. And of course I figure that a lot of people do get upset when their weapons get nerfed, especially like the newer weapons, if they acquired it with like a lot of money, the sonic weapons. So I rather ask for like a buff to the old weapons. So I hope that kind of happens, just a buff, adding more value to your older weapons. Although I have sold a lot of my older weapons to upgrade the newer ones. Well, because for one, I do kind of get bored using like the same weapons for over like years after years, and I basically don't have enough silver to upgrade anything. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Yeah, but anyways, I'm in shell. Of course, the speed, additional speed with the legendary pilot is helpful, and I thought if a lot of people have, even if you don't have the shell, which you might end up with the shell later on, you can participate in this giveaway. At least you have the legendary pilot, and when the shell comes to the workshop, you can basically just use the pilot and you'll have extra speed. So yeah, another thing with the pilots, I think, like if you have like a max pilot and you're trying to change, switch out like pilot skills, it takes like 500 gold, and if you do that to like, I don't know, 5 to 7 skills, it's basically, it's better to just raise another like pilot fresh off from the start, because it's just a lot of gold. So I hope they kind of change that around as well. I'm basically like, I think this is my last spot here using the Minos. We have 4 cap. I kind of hesitated whether I should be spawning in so close rather than defending my home beacons. I rather just came here closer to their spawn. First of all, because it looks like they were meching, and I think we'd have better chance to win if we were to hold 4 beacons and just run the beacon gate down, rather than just play defensive, because it looked like these guys were in like the same squad. You know, it looks like this guy has the overdrive, so that he doesn't have the last team. I say I was pretty lucky to pull through this match, because it looked like I had pretty decent teammates in this game, and I had, like, I would have been mech pretty soon anyways. I was kind of going for damage because it looked like we were going to get steamrolled, but man, we had good teammates. Saying that over and over again. So yeah. So Linda pilot is also the Fenrir pilot, although you can't use the same one. There's a different version of it. I haven't read the storyline on it. Okay, so got 7 beacons. You get a lot of beacons with the shell hangar. 3 million, and it looked like we had 4 of us had over 3 million damage, so it was pretty decent. Okay, let's move on to the next match. In this match, I was actually running 3 hellburners and 2 shells, like I said in the first video. But in the first video, I was running 2 hellburners, 1 hawk, and 2 shell. So basically, this is more of like run and gun hangar. Now I got the center beacon. Okay, I'm gonna jump and then explode on all these guys, except I didn't because I overjumped. It's just kind of hard to do, but it would have been really awesome if I actually did damage to, like, I think there's 4 to 5 guys there. Yeah, so I think this was like my 3rd match or something. I haven't been using the hellburner in a while. With the jump unit at that speed, you actually jump pretty far. Hopefully I could get some damage onto this guy, which I probably did, but the Nightingale is pretty tanky too. I have okay, this guy doesn't have last stand, so I'm gonna be chasing this guy down. Also this guy, the sonic weapons are pretty insane. I'm gonna be relying a little bit on the last stand. Okay, it looks like we have another shell here, and they also have shell, so there's shell everywhere. Okay, I couldn't get into that beacon. I think it was a beacon A or something. Okay, now we are all up in their face. This is run and gun. We ran in to get this side beacon, which was successful. Now they actually have center beacon, but problem with getting this beacon is because in this match, in this map, it's a long map, and like the structure wise, all the safe covers are around where I am right now. So it's pretty insane to get this beacon and just run around and explode everywhere. So what I could do now here is just kind of go up this ramp and just hold on to this beacon and just kind of explode everywhere. Okay, now it looks like there's more battles behind me. Getting center beacon, losing center beacon. Okay, I just got typhooned. Oh, that robot is actually called Typhon something. It's a typhoon. Okay, it's not typhoon. Okay, so this guy is relying on his last stand. Okay, getting this beacon back, and we are about to get 4 cap. So I hope it's not a run and gun to us. Run and lose all the beacon instead of just getting their beacon. But I will be keep on attacking. So what this hangar is basically is kind of, it's like you come back from work and you just want to run and bash in the game. This is the hangar for that. So I kind of wish that I used this Hellburner first, because I have the fire weapons on here, which can be a counter to the shell. And now we're at their spawn and we don't even care whether we are losing their beacon, our beacon or not. But we're all up on their face. I think I have one more shell after this, and yeah, they're in trouble. We were kind of in trouble, but there is a little bit of strategy to this hangar actually. You'll see in the next game when it's more successful, but basically you cap 4, and then with you keep spawning in beacon rush on the 4th beacon, or whatever the beacon that you kind of need to be defending to keep 4 beacon. So you get extreme amount of beacon lead, and basically you try to make enemies give up. So yeah, just trying to rush the win basically, because in beacon rush, once you get the beacon, you can spawn in, and if you like get the beacon with the Hellburner and spawn in with the shell, that is tough to block. And what's also crazy is even if you can't spawn into like an Arthur or minus in the beginning of the game, so it's kind of possible to do that. And I think if they kind of the point is to get the beacon first. So I used the jumping Hellburner to get the beacon first, and then spawn into like a shell or another Hellburner, and kind of just hold that down for a long time. Especially in solo play, people do give up though. Like we did lose our home or center beacon here and there, but look at the beacon, look at the beacon gauge here. The difference is huge. So that was just basically end of the game. It didn't really ideally end that quick because we did exchange beacon here and there. So, but I did get 8 beacons, 8 kills, 3.4 million damage. And playing this hangar was actually pretty enjoyable. It was very simple, but the problem with this hangar, you can get bored really quick because it's not really complex. It's very simple strategy. And as you can see, I am jumping with the fast Hellburner over here to get to this beacon. Of course, a lot of people kind of expect their own teammates to get this beacon, but I mean, the speed on this Hellburner was incredible. Now I'm losing my first spot really fast, but I'm spawning in to my next spot here, and which is the shell, and it's really hard to block this with the Ravana. And the shell is super tanky. You could be attacking it with like its counter weapons, but still. Okay, you see, like the sonic weapons are energy weapons, so this Ravana will be having hard time to block me. And but this is a smart player because he's keeping distance and keeping that distance to save his last stand, and I think his overdrive is activated, and I think he's waiting for my shield to go down, which did at this moment. And I'm gonna heal up here, but the problem is I can spawn in here again with another shell. I have 2 shell in the hangar. If I don't, I could be spawning in here with Hellburner as well. So that also, it goes down pretty fast, but the Hellburner also does the same effect, overdrive. Now it looks like they want to get they want to get their home beacon first and then kind of move on to the next beacon. But I mean, the Hellburner on here, it's gonna be tough. Okay, we have 5 beacon. Now we have 4 beacon, but I'm going through the beacon fast. Basically, I expect this game to be over before I completely mech, or even if I completely mech, I expect the game to basically be unrecoverable by the reds. So I'm gonna go this guy with the he actually has my counter, which is like Amber with, I think, are those two scattered? Oh no, it's shredders. Okay, but the sonic weapons are pretty insane. So I think we're gonna be in last stand at similar time. Luckily my teammates spawned in here, and yeah, you kind of have to coordinate with your teammates. They also have to buy into this strategy. Once they have 4 beacons, you kind of, it's good if they kind of spawn in here and there to just keep that 4 beacon. If someone is in like a range, like in a sniper build, when you're doing this, that's gotta be a problem. Okay, now the hawk landed, exploding everywhere. Okay, but although I'm losing my beacon, I haven't used my Titan yet. I almost mech'd out with my regular bots, but I won the game. So it's a really interesting strategic way to play with this hangar. We didn't really end up with that much damage, and looks like one of the reds actually disconnected or left the game. I think he left the game once they got 4 capped. And I'm telling you, once you get 4 beacons, some people actually just quit the game. So, and the win is a win. Thank you guys for watching this, and remember to participate in this giveaway, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.